Hello and welcome to Awaken, a space where truth is not only allowed, it is honored. My name is Zainab Hamid, and I created this podcast to bring voice to the parts of us that have long been silenced, the parts that question, feel deeply, and desire something more meaningful from life. Awaken is not just about conversations, it's about transformation. It's about peeling back the layers of who we thought we had to be so that we can remember who we really are. This is the space for the seekers, the empaths, the ones who have carried pain and turned it into wisdom. This is for those who are ready to stop running from themselves and instead begin the sacred journey of coming home to who they've always been. Here, we do not shy away from the raw, the real, or the rare. We lean into it. We explore the intersections of healing, spirituality, self awareness, and the lessons that life so often whispers to us. If only we would listen. Each episode is an invitation to pause, reflect, and awaken something new within yourself. I believe that healing is not a destination, it is a process, a practice, a way of being. It's about learning to see the beauty in the breakdowns, the power in the pauses, and the wisdom in the wounds. It's about realizing that even in your darkest moments, light is present, waiting for us to notice. Through heartfelt stories, honest reflections, and conversations that reach beyond the surface, Awaken will guide you into deeper connection with yourself and the world around you. My hope is that as you listen, you feel seen, you feel understood, and you feel reminded that you are never alone on this journey. This is not about perfection. It is about presence, not about answers, but about asking better questions. And not about doing more, but about finally allowing yourself to be. So today's conversation, since yesterday we had an honest reflection, right? So yesterday's honest reflection became an enlightenment to a future that will forever be changed. And that, my friends, is not just a reflection, but an enlightenment, something that lightens your road a little bit lighter because you already learned the lesson. That's the meaning of it. That's the meaning of being enlightened and being and running on purpose, right? We don't have to run to purpose. We are running on purpose because we are the purpose. The enlightenment and the running purpose is all incorporated into one. So, with that being said, there's nothing that can ever break an enlightened road. Because when light fights the light will always shine brighter because it's literally light. Like you turn on the light in the dark and the light fills the room. It's the same concept. The same exact concept in real life. So, and that's what I learned. I learned even when a dark response would be understood, to choose the light is not only something that makes you feel better, but it's also something that will make you love yourself more, right? Like you have so much control over yourself. People fight their entire lives to have the control that I feel right now. Like the control is like an I don't give a F kind of control. It's like, is this really worth my response? Absolutely not. And that's the whole thing. Is like I have to care enough. And that sounds mean, but it really isn't mean. It's like my enlightened road is running on purpose. So I'm not going to shift my head to the left or to the right. I'm going to run on my purpose straight forward. It's not going to have any stops. It's not going to have any turnbacks. It's not going to have a check my right or check my left. It's going to be running on purpose, straightforward to an enlightened road. And it gets lighter and lighter every time and every single day and every single second that passes through. And that's the meaning of life. That's the true meaning of life, is to get to that point. To get to that point where nothing can shake you and nothing can bring you down. Now, that might sound a little egotistical, right? But it only sounds egotistical to the one who is running on ego. But the one that's running on purpose will understand what I'm saying. Will understand that me turning to the left or turning to the right or looking behind me on my road of running to purpose, running on purpose, right? Will understand that it's not egotistical. It's something you have to be, because you have to keep your eye on the prize. And the prize is you at the end. The prize has always been you. And that's the whole thing, is coming to the realization that the prize will forever be you. The true you. The enlightened you. The one that doesn't feel the need to explain or give an excuse or make a story or anything. It's the one that just is. The one that just becomes. And the one that just lives for every moment that passes. For every memory that passes. Sorry. Because we want to create memories, people. We don't want to create moments. Like I always say. And that's a beautiful rendition of, okay, a memory lives in many moments. And something I posted the other day. And it's just really it. It's really, really it, guys. We say live for the moment, live in the present, live for the memory, right? Live for the memory that's going to last for many, 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 many moments to come. The only thing that should ever shake the ground that you walk on is when somebody or something really important to you is being grieved, right? Which is normal. It's completely normal. We're supposed to shake here and there. Our path should shake, but should it break? Hell no. It's gonna shake here and there, but should it go in a circle? Hell no. It should go straight forward. And that's something. Excuse me. My allergies are just craziness. Anyways, but a circle will always bring you back to the destination you started at. Or even worse, the destination 10 steps behind. That's why I say life is not a circle. It's a straight path. Because you're not supposed to go through the same thing twice. You're supposed to learn from it once and then keep moving forward. And that's when it shakes. That's when the ground shakes a little bit, right? And there's a few times in my life where the ground would shake. There's a few times in my life where I did go in a circle. There's a few times in my life where that's why I feel like I am I am the right person to talk about this stuff because I went through it all. I experienced it. I'm talking from experience. I'm not somebody who studied somebody else. I'm not somebody who watched somebody else go through it. No, I went through it myself, and this is what I did. There's no reason other than you choosing to go in a circle. And that's the realization, people. That's my biggest realization throughout this whole process, is that I allowed it. I chose it. I didn't learn the first time. So I kept going in a circle. And that's why when you are so at peace, and I can say I'm at peace because I was in hell for a very, very long time. I was in hell for probably most of my life. My entire life is that. Probably the last 2 or 1 year was somewhat of a peaceful life. And that's the whole thing, is like you always have to keep going and keep understanding and keep learning and keep moving. The road to enlightenment and the road on purpose. Not running to purpose, but running on purpose is where it's at, is where you need to be. Because the inconvenience of turning back and turning to the left and turning to the right will be so significant that you wouldn't even think twice about moving forward. And that's the whole thing. It needs to be insignificant. It needs to be such an inconvenience to you that you won't even think twice about moving forward. And that's when you really love yourself. That's when you really care. Is when when something is an inconvenience of you being rattled or being shaked, right? And that's what I always tell myself. Like, I have this 9 out of 10 rule, where 9 times out of 10 I won't even bother. I won't even entertain the thought of a response. But there's that 1 out of 10, when it's significant enough, when the babies are involved, like, Mama Bear comes out. But I'm just saying, other than that, I don't see myself getting shaken or rattled. And people with the ego problem are going to say, "Oh, she's arrogant." No. She just doesn't give a shit. Oops. Yeah, well, that needed that. She just doesn't care. And that's the honest truth. It's too inconvenient for me to look at it, for me to respond to it. That's where I'm at. Like, it's very inconvenient, and I won't entertain it. That's like probably 9 times out of 10 where that's my end result. It was like, it's not even You know what I'm saying? Like, that's my end result, and that's where you need to be. You need to be there, because then you'll understand that me wasting my energy and my time on an inconvenience is ridiculous. Even like saying that sentence, like, people categorize your problems or categorize the situation, right? Now, if your response is going to make the situation better, go for it. Do it. But if your response is not going to do anything but make you feel like inconvenience your day, or inconvenience your time, or inconvenience your mission, or inconvenience your purpose, or inconvenience your enlightened road, or inconvenience your moving to the left or moving to the right or looking in the back, that's an inconvenience for you to waste your time on. Man or woman. We should never entertain inconveniences. We really shouldn't. Honestly, like, especially when you finally feel the peace and you finally feel the internal acceptance, right? Because you can't have peace without acceptance. And you have to accept your flaws altogether. Like, Beyonce has a song, Flaws and All. Oh my God, I love that song. I need to listen to it soon. But flaws and all. Flaws and all. You need to love your flaws too. Like, it has to be, you have to be like the perfect definitions for you. And that's something I talked about in a different episode. And that's really it. Like, categorize things as an inconvenience, and it'll be so much more easier to just not even entertain a reaction, because the reaction might give you wrinkles. Like, that's serious shit. Excuse my language. Not really, don't, but can you imagine entertaining something that's an inconvenience and then you get wrinkles for it? Like, what are you solving? That's crazy, guys. Come on, get it together. Sorry. I'm in a silly mood right now. But yeah, let me tell you how I'm going to let anyone give me wrinkles again. I'm joking. I'm really not joking, but I'm joking. But life is beautiful when you just have real, true experiences. Not the fake ones. Not the I have to ones. Not the I must ones. Not the because you're there ones. No. The real one. The one that takes your time and creates memories for you. No, that's a bomb drop. If that's not a bomb drop, like, I don't know what is. Like, the real one is going to create memories with you, not create an inconvenience of time for you. Just saying. I'm just saying. And that's the thing. Like, a real person will be so honored to create memories with you. Just to be in your presence would be enough. That's it. Why else? What else would you settle for other than a real one that wants to create not just the life with you, right? Because there's so many people that just live life like a routine and live the same day over and over and over again. No, but to live a real life with someone who wants to create memories with you. Now, that's a keeper. Look at the people in your life. Are they the real ones, or are they the I have to ones? Or are they the I must ones? Or are they the just because you're there ones? Now, me personally, I won't waste my time on anything other than the real one. And that's it. Whether that's a friendship, a relationship, a spouse, whatever the case is, a partner, whatever you want to call it. Don't waste your time on an inconvenience one, people. The I musts, or the ones that I have tos, or the just because they're there ones, those are the inconvenient ones. Surround yourself with real people. The ones you don't have to question. The ones you don't have to think twice about. And that's rare, people. That's so rare. Like I've probably spent my entire life looking for a real one. It's been difficult. It's been challenging to say the least. It's been really challenging to say the least, people. Like, get it together. Where are the real ones at? Where are my Rose people tribe at? I always explain this on my live on TikTok. I don't think I ever explained it here. But my Rose tribe, I like to call them my Rose tribe because the even when you look at my logo is a rose. And the definition of the rose to me is one simple definition. Given how you hold it will be the response that you get, right? Because a rose has thorns and a rose is really soft at the top. So however way you hold it is going to be the reaction that you get. And that's my rose people. Where they at? Where are you guys at? Like, what the? I'm joking. I'm really not joking, but I'm joking. I think just being you and not caring about anything else. I think that it just exudes out of you. Like you're just becoming and something more than I'm becoming something more than I've ever even dreamed of. Getting my emotions in check and getting my emotions in control have helped me become more capable of holding more weight without feeling it. I've probably been holding more weight than I've ever held in my entire life. But yet I look younger. I look more, I'm at peace. I love my life. I love myself. I love my little family. I love my beautiful family. I love my beautiful life. And I'm holding so much more than I've ever held in my entire life. If that doesn't say being able to emotionally regulate yourself will bring you to a peaceful state, then I don't know what else. I don't know what else to say. I'm more capable of so much by just being in control of my own emotions, right? By just choosing not to react. That's the thing, people. It's not as easy as it might seem. It's the hardest thing you will ever do, especially when injustice arises. And then you just put your hands up to God and you're like, God, handle this for me. And poof, just gone. Because you're so emotionally capable of turning it off, turning the anger off. Now, I have a routine of what I do when I am at that point of like, ooh, I'm about to react, I'm about to react, push back, step into the routine. And that's why having an emotional self-care routine is essential to your daily life. It might sound a little dramatic at first to say, oh, I have an emotional regulation routine or I have an emotional self-care routine. But think of it this way. Would anybody think it's dramatic when you did your self-care routine or your facial routine or your skin routine? No. So how could we not have an emotional self-care routine? How could we not? How could we not? Our emotions are the one thing that we use the most out of our entire day. Our entire day runs on our emotions. Notice it, understand it, and once you're aware of how much your emotions control your daily life, you're going to be like, how didn't I ever come up with an emotional self-care routine? We use it more than anything. We use it every second of every day, every millisecond of every day. Rather that's our emotions being triggered, rather that's our us hugging our children and showing love, rather that's just looking at somebody you love or watching something you love or anything like that. Our emotions are being used every second of every single day that for the rest of our lives, forever and ever and ever. So how could you not? And plus, once you're able to control your emotions, your cortisol levels will become regulated and you will look younger. That Benjamin Button is a real thing, people. I swear to God. I swear to God it is. I swear. Oh man. Today was there's just so much more to being so accepting of yourself. It comes with a lot. But once you do, you'll feel it in your bones, you'll feel it everywhere. And that's the goal. It's the goal of a lifetime. Forget your work goals and your all of these goals. Make this a goal. Make you a goal. Make accomplishing yourself a goal. To accomplish yourself is to accept yourself. An accomplishment of a lifetime. Your lifetime. And I'll leave you with that. Have a great day. Have a balanced day. And have a blessed day, people.